Okay, I think we are ready. I've counted at least heads to know that we should have enough to get started, and Erin Meyer, our attorney, is here, so we will go ahead, and Ms. Manners, if you want to go ahead and get started.
All right, good, thank you. I'm Pamela Manners, Chair of the Commission on School Accreditation. This regular scheduled meeting of the Commission on School Accreditation is being held today, Tuesday, October 19th, 2021 at 10:00 a.m. via teleconference from the Senator Gray Ferris Boardroom on the 4th floor of the Central High School Building, 359 Northwest Street, Jackson, Mississippi. The meeting is being live streamed via the MDE YouTube channel. An audio recording is being made of this meeting, and minutes of this meeting will be recorded. As I call the names of the commission members, please state the location of your presence for this meeting. Kelly Barfield.
Present, Vicksburg.
Dr. Lundy Brantley.
Present, the Shelby County School District.
Lori Brechtel.
Present, Brandon, Mississippi.
Dr. Carla Evers.
Present, Pascal Sheehan.
Grant Dickinson.
Present, Ocean Springs.
Reginald Goins.
Present, Sarah, Mississippi.
Jefferson Hughes.
Present, Covington County School District.
And I'm Pamela Manners, and I'm in Biloxi. Dr. Valencia Martin. Aisha Maxwell.
Present, Olive Branch.
Brett Robinson.
Present, Clinton High School.
Brad Stevens.
Present, in North Monroe County on this beautiful fall morning.
Jan Vaughn.
Present, Greenville.
Sarah Wansley.
Present, Ellisville.
And Ingrid Williams.
Present, Clinton, Mississippi.
Right, thank you. A quorum of the commission is present for the purpose of conducting the meeting. This meeting is called to order at 10:03 a.m. Commission members, you've received a copy of the agenda. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion for approval of the agenda. Please identify yourself for the record.
Jefferson Hughes
Sarah
make the
Wansley, I
motion.
make a motion.
I heard Jefferson Hughes made the motion, and did I hear Sarah Wansley? Did you second?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good. Thank you very much. Is there any discussion? And if so, please identify yourself for the record. No? All right. At this time, we'll vote. All those in favor of adopting the agenda, please say aye.
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 Thank you. The motion carries. And we're on to item 3, which is the approval of the minutes of the August 2nd, 2021 meeting of the Commission on School Accreditation. So I will entertain a motion to accept those minutes from August 2nd, 2021. And please identify yourself for the record.
Motion, Lundy, Brantley, and Shelby County.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Brantley. And may I have a second, please?
Second, Brett Robinson, Clinton High School.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Is there any discussion? None? All right. At this time, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 All right. The motion carries.
We need you to make sure there's no one that wants to say no.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Are there any opposed? All right. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me.
That's okay.
All right. Item 4. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to accept the minutes from the September 30th, 2021 special called meeting of the Commission on School Accreditation. And please identify yourself for the record.
Carla Evers. Move
Thank you.
approval.
Thank you, Dr. Evers. May I have a second?
Second, Jan
Kelly Barfield,
Vaughn.
seconds.
I heard Jan Vaughn is a second. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you very much. Is there any discussion on this item? All right, then all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Are there any opposed? Great, thank you. The motion carries. And we're on to item 5 in the notebook, and this is a motion to immediately downgrade the accreditation status of the Holmes County Consolidated School District from accredited to probation. And please identify yourself for the record as I ask for a motion.
Motion Lundy Brantley, Shelby County.
Thank you, Dr. Brantley. And may I have a second, please?
Second, Jefferson Hughes.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes. Is there any discussion about this motion? None? Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
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 Are there any opposed to this motion? All right, none. Thank you. The motion carries. And we'll move on to item number 6, which is the recommended annual district accreditation statuses for school year 2021-22 and districts with deficiencies in accordance with accreditation policies 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3 of the Mississippi Public School Accountability Standards 2021. And Dr. Joanne Malone will present this information to you.
Thank you. So in your backup materials, you have 2 lists. This is just that time of year where we bring to you the annual accreditation statuses for your approval and assignment. The first backup material contains just the list of districts that are being recommended for accredited and those that are being recommended for probation. And then the second list that you have in your backup materials details out the districts that we are recommending probation and what the citations are that they have on record currently with our office. So if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer any questions you have about your backup material at this time. And if not, I'll turn it back over to you, Pam.
All right, thank you very much. All right, at this time, then we are on item number 7, and that is an action item for approval of the district accreditation statuses for 21-22. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the recommended accreditation statuses for the 21-22 school year. Please identify yourself for the record as you make the motion.
Motion Grant Dickinson.
All right, thank you, Mr. Dickinson. And may I have a second, please?
Lori Brechtel, Brandon.
Thank you, Ms. Brechtel. Is there any discussion about item number 7?
This is Carla Evers. I have a question.
All right,
Sure.
go ahead.
Since this is my first time voting on something that deals with all districts and of course has our school district listed, as superintendents, do we have to abstain from voting on things where our districts are concerned? Or are we okay to vote on things that have our districts listed?
So we're checking right now with Attorney Meyer because there's 8 different districts. Okay. So we don't believe that that is the case because we actually have 8 of you on the commission that represent 8 different districts, and so it would require 8 different votes to take out all 8 districts. So we don't believe there's an issue with you voting on this list.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Evers. That was a great question. Is there any other discussion with item 7, which again is the approval of district accreditation statuses?
This is Brad Stevens. I just want to say I appreciate Dr. Evers' question. You know, this day and age with the oversight that we're all held to, I appreciate her foresight and willingness to ask that question. Thank you.
I agree. I don't think I ever thought of it before, but it's a good thing to be just kind of double checking on some of that. All right, is there any other discussion for items?
Hold on 1 second, if you will.
I would ask that the two superintendents abstain from vote, well, recuse yourself from voting in any discussion that may, just the two superintendents that are appearing.
Okay, did everyone hear what Aaron said?
Dr. Evers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that would be, Ms. Myers is recommending that Dr. Evers and Dr. Brantley be the only two that just recuse themselves from, or abstain from this particular vote. Recusal.
Okay,
Does turning my camera off recuse me? Because not normally at the board meeting, we'd have to step out.
Normally you can turn your camera off. That's fine, and mute your phone.
all right. They are both muted and cameras are off for Dr. Brantley and Dr. Evers as I ask for. We had the motion, is that correct? We're on the discussion already. All right.
Correct.
All those in favor of the approval of the district accreditation statuses for 2021-22, please say aye.
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 Are there any opposed? All right, thank you. The motion carries. All right, and we've got Dr. Brantley back and Dr. Evers is not back yet. There you are. All right, good. We're good to go again. We are now on item 8, and that is information, district school performance reports for the school year 2021-22 based on school year 2020-21, with the stipulation that the information continue to be embargoed to the public until October 21st, 2021. And Mr. Allen Burrow will present this information to us. Good morning.
Good morning. Give me just a second to get this PowerPoint up.
Okay.
Joanne, can you see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so just a little background on this information item. Normally this would be a request for approval, as we would be approving accountability grades for schools and districts for this year. We are not assigning new grades this year, so we bring this to you as a information item, as a report of accountability, available accountability components. Just to swing back to the top, accountability touches is critical to the vision and mission of the agency as we develop policy and accountability systems to ensure that all students are prepared to compete with the community. Again, accountability touches on all 6 of the strategic plan goals. Education. So a little background on how we got to where we are. As you may recall, at the beginning of the 2020 year, the U.S. Department issued a letter to state chiefs encouraging the participation in statewide testing, but signaled openness to accountability adjustments in the coming year, as we knew that there would be continued disruptions due to the pandemic. There was a further guidance that came out in October of 2020 about how we treat federal accountability measures in regards to identification of schools for school improvement, and then some guidance on looking at modifying long-term goals and measures of interim progress for accountability systems. And then there was further guidance in February to allow for additional flexibilities in regards to assessment and accountability and reporting systems for 2020-2021 as we, of course, continued through the school year with disruptions due to the pandemic. The MDE requested maximum flexibility from the U.S. Department of Education and received approval to do that, including the ability to maintain all schools identified for school improvement based on 2018-19 results. So presenting this information, we're putting the information out to be as transparent as possible, to provide the information in regards to the assessments that were given this prior year, but we want to be careful to note that there have been many disruptions in the previous school year as a result of the pandemic. These disruptions have caused quite a bit of impact in regards to this data and its ability to be comparable and valid measures of student progress relative to previous years. So we're just putting some cautionary notes on all of these reports. Also, again, there's no D through F letter grade assigned for schools and districts. There's no growth reported because we did not have assessments in the prior year. And the data that is being presented is calculated based on current accountability business rules. But there are several reasons why some of these indicators are not going to be comparable to prior years. Some examples are the fact that many high schools have assessment results that include banked scores from the prior year, and as we know, there were no assessments in the prior year to be included. So with that in note, this is what our accountability indicators would normally look like for districts and high schools. We do not have, so I have to strike through on the indicators that we do not have data to report. So that is growth of all students and growth of the lowest 25 percentile of students. And then progress to proficiency for English language progress because we don't have a prior year score to measure progress. And then this is the same indicators for elementary schools. So again, we don't have growth measures in English language progress. What we do have, we have reported, and we've provided information to the commission at the district and school level for those indicators. This is just looking at the state level aggregate for those indicators to kind of show where we are, where this landed. So, of course, we put out graduation rates earlier in the year, so you're aware of that increase in graduation rate. Math proficiency and reading proficiency, well, science and U.S. history all have declined from 2019, of course, consistent with the reports that were presented to the board last month. Acceleration in college and career readiness measures, so this will be the first time to see those. Acceleration pretty much remained the same since 2019 as students continue to participate in accelerated courses such as dual credit courses, AP courses, courses that have post-secondary credit-bearing courses. And then college and career readiness is based on whether or not students achieve benchmarks on ACT and reading, English reading and math. And so those, this drop, about 3-point drop, is fairly consistent with what we saw when we presented the ACT results to the board. So we just show you these at the state level aggregate to kind of give an idea where we are, and then you have the state or the district and school results that will be presented to the Board of Education on Thursday. So do we have any questions in regard to what I've just presented?
Alan, this is Lundy. Are you guys going to send us the Excel spreadsheet once these are approved by the state board so that we can sort and take a look at some things?
Yes, we'll send all of this information out to schools and districts, so that will become public after it is presented to the board and be posted to the website.
Okay, thank you.
Pam, you're muted.
I'm sorry. I was asking, are there
Okay.
any other questions for Mr. Burrow? No? All right. Well, thank you very much. That's good information. And unfortunately, though, as you said, we can't really compare with anything right now, but we're still going on and doing what we need to do as educators. So thank you, everyone. All right. We are now on item 9, and that is other business. Dr. Malone?
I do not have any other business other than a reminder that the next commission meeting is December the 2nd. That's a Thursday. Be right after the Thanksgiving holidays. Dr. Vanderford, do you have anything else we need to add? No? Okay.
No? All right. Well, thank you all. And at this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Please identify yourself as you make the motion.
Lundy, Brantley, and Shelby County.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Brantley. And may I have a second, please?
Second, Brad Stevens, Monroe County.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Stevens. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right. Thank you. The motion carries to adjourn, and we will be adjourning at 10:22 a.m.